Hey y'all, Monk Joseph here. This will be the last video tonight. Whew. I just want to do a fun one going out. All right, so I've seen a bunch of translations on Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Sorry, I just want to throw three down real quick and just get a little blessing in here. And I'm gonna take my shot because I've seen like whole books written on this and overcomplications and translations from Sanskrit to Chinese to Japanese back to English. And I run purely on Sanskrit prayer, so I have a direct translation. And as who I say I am, then I should have a previewed understanding of this, which I think I do. So when you say Om, you can go back to the Mantrayana series or the Om. You're just connecting to the all, to everything, the whole existence, inside and out, infinitely. And so that's just your connect, right? So when you see connect, you're not using the word connect, you're just connecting to everything. Mane means jewel. The jewel is your inner Buddha that is covered in mud, right? Padme means the lotus. You are the lotus. Your mind is the lotus. Your life is the lotus, right? And then hum, pronounced hung, like ng, but you close your mouth. So that's why you had that issue. And I mentioned this in another one, but I wanted to break this down specifically because there's so much work and people are watching the Om Mani Padme Hum video more than the rest of them. So, and it is very popular. It is very, I think, misunderstood. So at the essence of it, let me cut through all the crap. You are snake charming your own enlightenment out of your head is what you're doing. Because some people say it as a thing for compassion, but you got to look at it from my standpoint. Look at it from somebody's standpoint who prays in Sanskrit. You are connecting to everything, singing to your own Buddha inside your consciousness, your own jewel, inside of your lotus, and then vibrating your pineal gland at the top of your throat, and as a prayer for spiritual enlightenment. So there is no other way for someone who prays in Sanskrit and understands how to pray in Sanskrit to see this other than you're like charming your own enlightenment out. You're a snake charming your enlightenment out. So I mean, if you can do it with full faith, it'll probably be really efficient and efficacious. But I mean, if you're just like going through words like connect, jewel, lotus, spiritual enlightenment, connect, jewel, lotus, spiritual enlightenment, connect, jewel, lotus, spiritual enlightenment. I'm sorry, but you're not going to get anywhere if you don't actualize what those things are, because the vibration throws the stone into the Dharmakaya. Your thought is tied to the prayer. I mean, I won't get into which prayer, but there's other prayers that I do. I mean, the concepts are... The concepts in ancient religion are kind of loose, right? Yeah, and that's why you have all these like wide translations. But I'm just trying to make it as simple as possible, man. I don't want you to read a 600-page book on these 4 words when it's literally just a prayer charming your own enlightenment out. And that's all I really have to say about that. I've seen just so many translations, and people are like, they get so like poetic and I want to say out of control with this stuff. Like, it means the compassion of all the Buddhas enters into you from here or there, or it's this deity. And like they've got like 6 different deities named that this thing goes to, and people like fight over this stuff for real. And it's like, first off, you're talking about a formless being. If you want to put the sentience to the prayer within the all that is, so you probably shouldn't be comparing it to like physical, Nirvanakaya beings as you try to. Yeah, there's a reason they're formless. There's a reason you're perceiving it that way. But yeah, as far as me personally, I see it as you're just snake charming your enlightenment out of your own consciousness, out of your own mind. And every time it should get closer and closer if your faith is there. I do not believe in the mind over matter aspect that everyone's trying to press on religion these days. I mean, yeah, there is a visualization aspect. There is a part where you use your mind. But I mean, like I said before, I'm watching like high-end monks think this is all just, oh, it's not supposed to really, you're not supposed to really experience anything. It's just supposed to make your quality of life better. Well, then you're going to come back here and it negates the whole point of even studying enlightenment. So there you have it. That's the best I can offer you guys. I try to keep it, attitude free, but there's a lot of people who claim to know the secret to this. And guys, it's not a secret. Just look up the Sanskrit. Look up how to pray in Sanskrit. It's not rocket science. All right. Thanks for stopping by. Peace and blessings.